What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back, speaking my sports talk. All right, check it out, man. Hey, well, that watch party was pretty good, man. For all of you guys that could show up yesterday, um, we did a rewatch of the Castano Charlo fight. You know, most of us still had the same guy, whoever we picked, but I think that we came to a conclusion. Maybe it just wasn't a robbery. Could have went the other way, whichever guy you pick. But just maybe, it just wasn't a robbery. So, we'll do that more often. The rewatch is pretty good, especially when everybody can see it at the same time. We can sit there and look at it together. Anyway, Anthony Joshua will lose to Oleksandr Usyk in this fight. I'm not too sure. But what is striking me interesting is Usyk's preparation, and bro, he's packing on size. Is that a good thing or not? It seems to me that he's getting a little thicker. He's packing on some muscle, some size. Does that slow Usyk down? And does Usyk need all of the speed he can get against Anthony Joshua? Me personally, I believe he does. Jed Kyle first up in the building. What's good with you, Jed Kyle? What's good? PPV Dizzle in the building. The king of swing. What's good with you, Dizzle? He said, I'm looking forward to Joshua Usyk. Then Wilder Fury trash third fight. Jed, Wilder Fury could end up being a great fight, to tell you the truth. But I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to it. I will say that. Definitely looking forward to Joshua Usyk, but more considering what Usyk can do. Even if he loses, if he handles himself well, then it'll be an interesting piece to the heavyweight division. Granted, he decides to stay. If he gets totally washed and trashed, he's pretty much what I thought. Like, he could beat some of these other guys, but not the top three guys. And what's the point in that, right? I mean, like, okay, so if he goes in there and gets washed up by Joshua, what does he do in the future? Like, what's the point of it? Because if you're not at that level with these big guys, that means I think he's pretty much out of there with Dillian White, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. What do you do? Because if Fury wins, let's say Fury wins, he beats Wilder, he beats Joshua, then Usyk probably still has a chance. Because Fury will probably retire. He won't be around too much longer. I can't see Fury boxing into the age of 34, 35. I don't see that with Tyson Fury. But if Joshua wins, he plans on continuing to compete. Then you have these bigger guys coming up. If you cannot deal with a guy like Joshua because of his size, his height, his reach, his length, well, you have guys coming up in that same category. Fabio Wardley, I believe, is 6'5". Freaking Joe Joyce is 6'6". Jared Anderson is 6'5". F.A. Ajagba. You still have these guys that have that height, that reach, that size. And no, they're not all Joshua, but are they too big for Usyk? Do you know, with Oleksandr Usyk, my question have loomed, is size going to play a part for him at the heavyweight division? Now, of course, Chase Weatherspoon and Derek Chisora does not give us all of those answers because neither of them were bigger than Usyk. Chisora may have been wider than him, but he wasn't taller than him. He didn't have superior reach to Usyk. We need to see Usyk in a guy that towers over him, that, extends over him, that has that size over him, like a Joshua or Wilder or Dillian White or Fury. Or, I'm not really going to say Philippe Hergovich is 6'6". He has that. So I don't know, man. I will say this about Usyk Joshua. If he goes in there and he gets washed, I'm not sure he fits in the heavyweight division. If he goes in there and he gives Joshua a good fight, even if he loses, if he gives him a good fight, then maybe. If he gets sparked out, and I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure at all. And I said a while ago that Wilder was a solid number 3. Look, Manny Robles and a couple of people came out and said the same thing down, bro. That they think Usyk and Andy Ruiz would get sparked by Wilder. We'll definitely see. We'll get an answer with Usyk. Like, we'll get some type of idea of how Wilder would go after this Joshua fight. Me personally, I couldn't give him a win over him until I see him get in the ring and do it. You got people thinking that Fury might lose this last fight. He is 6'9", taller than Wilder, longer than Wilder, already beaten Wilder, and people think Fury might lose this next fight. You mean to tell me I'm just supposed to automatically put Usyk over Wilder and he never even been in the ring with him? Hell, Fury's had 2 shots at Wilder, and people think that Fury can lose. So how do I just give Usyk a win? He's never even tasted that type of. Nah, bro. Like, I think a lot of people are. Hey, anybody can be overhyped. Usyk too. He said, I can't see Joshua losing to Usyk, but you never know in boxing. Yeah, man. You never know. A lot of us couldn't see him losing to Andy Ruiz when he lost that fight. No one saw that coming. Temple shot, change everything. Joshua goes down. Usyk think he could beat Joshua, and so does Joe Joyce. What weaknesses did AJ have that they could exploit? Footwork. For Usyk, footwork. Right off the back. I'll tell you that off the back. Joe Joyce, I don't know. I didn't pick Slow Joe over Joshua. I picked Slow Joe over a lot of people. Joshua is not one of them. I think Joshua gets Slow Joe. I like Joe Joyce. I do. I like Joe Joyce. But I like Anthony Joshua too. I'm a Fury fan. I like Joshua though. I don't think Joe Joyce does anything he can exploit with Joshua. Joe Joyce beat Daniel Dubois, but he had a rough time and he stopped him late. Anthony Joshua is a Dubois, but 4 levels above, basically. He does a lot of things a lot better than Dubois. Joe Joyce probably most likely gets stopped by Anthony Joshua. With Usyk, footwork, flat out, easy footwork. That's what he can exploit. Footwork, dominant footwork can definitely win you a fight, virtuoso. And that, in a nutshell, is what Usyk. AJ's footwork, listen, he improved on his footwork going from Ruiz to the next Ruiz fight. These AJ freaking super fanboys, what do y'all think he is now? Willie Pep? Because he had 1 count where he improved his footwork? Well, come on. Or 2, he had another count with Kubrat Pulev. But even still, though, Anthony Joshua has made improvements, but he's not a master at footwork. Usyk has been good with his footwork his entire professional career and his amateur career. So footwork is the key. Stick and move, as they say, stick and move. And there's definitely a weakness for Joshua, at least in the ring with Usyk, stylistically, Right, exactly, Iceman. Yeah, for sure. I think Ruiz's loss made Joshua realize some of his flaws and will make him better, harder. Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of which I was just saying, improved on that footwork going into that next Ruiz fight. And then even his body style, toning down those muscles to increase his stamina and endurance. And then also he was utilizing his jab a lot more efficiently. So he made some very significant changes going into that second Ruiz fight. Some changes that I had said Wilder would beat him prior to the first Ruiz fight. I had said Wilder would beat him. And it had a lot to do with those changes, those necessary changes that needed to be made. See, without that footwork, without him being able to move around that ring better, I figured Wilder would catch him with that right hand. Wilder's tough. He's not just going to go down. You're not going to knock him out. He's going to get back up. He's going to fight. That stamina and endurance was a terrible issue for Joshua prior to the first Ruiz fight. Too bulky, too big. And I figured if he didn't get Wilder by 6 or 7, Wilder was going to time. That right hand comes fast. He's got good timing on him. Wilder would have caught him. So prior to that first Ruiz fight, I actually believed that Wilder would have beaten AJ. Now, no, not so much. Because he made those improvements. And they were very necessary. Very necessary. He's a much better fighter because of him. Which is part of the reason I don't think Usyk beats him. I don't know. He fights with hesitation now. Yeah, but that always depends on the puncher, though, Iceman. Like, people saying this nonsense with hesitation. So what? So what if he has? This is Usyk we're talking about. He faced his own struggles in this fight with Anthony Joshua. Fighting with hesitation, having a problem with guys that move, right? Well, focus on these two comments. He fights with hesitation. You're not the only one who says this, Iceman. I've heard this also around. But I threw in the having a problem with fighters that move. This is something that we heard about Canelo time and time again, going into BJS. He got a problem with fighters that move. This is how I see this comment with Anthony Joshua. He fights with hesitation. Man, cut it out. He wins. Just like Canelo. Yeah, all of these problems with moves and fighters that move around. Well, Canelo has problems with him. He won. Okay? So Joshua, this hesitation now, he's winning. Hesitate all you want to say. He is winning. So I don't like the hesitation. How come it has to be hesitation? How come it can't be that he's fighting with more intelligence now, not just rushing? Why can't it be that? So, nah, bro, I don't go with that with Joshua. Andy Ruiz ain't take nothing from Joshua. It didn't take any heart from Joshua. He didn't make him afraid to engage. None of that, bro. That's what all of that dumb shit alludes to. That, pardon my friend, excuse me, guys. That's what all of that nonsense alludes to, is that there's some fear or it changed the way AJ fought, or he's reluctant to engage. No, that's tomfoolery, bro. Hey, isn't Usyk the same size as Luis Ortiz, the guys who's whooping on Wilder and he got the right hand? No, he's not the same size. He might be the same height, but they're not the same size. Size matters. Ask any woman. What's up, Darkness? Darkness has fallen. I would pick Fury, Joshua, and Wilder to beat. Fury to beat Joshua, Wilder to beat Usyk. Yeah, Jet. I'm with that all day long. Excuse me. I had to spit. That's kind of gross. TK in the building. Man, shut up, man. Okay. John Dealey. What's good with you, John? It's been a while. Okay, special guest, John, if you got time, John Dealey. I'm putting this link out there for you. John Dealey, the special guest this morning. If you got time, John. If John can't hop on, I will pass the mic to someone else. But John Dealey, that link is for you, buddy. If you want to come join DJ this morning. He said, how do you think the extra 15 pounds will affect Usyk's footwork? Yo, John, that's what I started talking. I'm not too sure about this weight. That is something that I wanted to talk about, but he's getting big, He's getting big on Joshua. I think that it will slow him down. Now, speed and maybe footwork slightly. But here's one thing that I don't think it will affect John is his tank. Usyk's always have a very, very, very good tank. And I know putting on extra weight can, bother that a little, but I think he'll keep a good tank. But no, I'm concerned with that as well. That's a lot of weight. You know what I mean? That's a lot of weight to put on. And I think it will slow him down some, which is not what he needs.
I don't really see the benefit of it. It's like he's never going to have more power than these guys, but he should have more speed and better footwork. So why you put it on 15 pounds? Is it for punch resistance? Because even 15 pounds at heavyweight isn't really going to mean you win the fight. I would say his best bet to improve his punch resistance is to make sure his conditioning is absolutely on point when it comes down to aerobic fitness.
Yeah.
That's his best.
Brian, real quick, Brian, John, Brian Harkin. What's up, brother?
Yo, what's up, me? What's up, John?
I don't know, Brian. I just started again, but the morning show, I'm only bringing one on the panel in the morning. That's why I said special invite. In the afternoon, we wide open, but I'm only doing one. But I couldn't just leave my brother Brian sit back there. I had to let you know.
I just want to make a quick point, right? The best way to improve punch resistance is not get hit. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
That's the best way to improve punch resistance. Nah, but seriously, right? Right. He's putting on 15 pounds Usyk, right? It may slow him down physically. Mentally, though, he's still a master boxer. So, it's something he's done his whole career. So, it doesn't slow down his ring intelligence. But, he does have to worry about the power. He does have
foot speed, gas tank compromised.
Yeah.
I don't care how intelligent you are, it's going to make it easier for Joshua to catch up to it.
Yeah, that is true, right?
That's my worry. That's my worry, John.
Look at it this way, right? 15 pounds may add a little bit of extra power to Usyk when he lands punches.
But
so he could slip on the inside, get on inside AJ's jab. It could also add a little bit of power.
I don't think that's really going to be that beneficial, though, because for me, a large part of power comes from punch technique, and his entire career, it's not been his focus to learn how to technically punch hard. It's been to box.
Yeah. That's a good point. See what TK, that's what I'm talking about too, TK. He said Usyk is the king of hesitation, but they call it boxing, when Usyk does it. But AJ is reluctant. It's not exactly. Hold on right quick. Exactly. That's my whole point. Like, we got to stop this nonsense with AJ because he boxes differently after the Ruiz fight. Those are improvements, in my opinion, that he made after the Ruiz fight. You can't call it hesitation and a good move in boxing when Usyk does it, but AJ being reluctant that's an adaptation. He's adapted to doing something differently from what he did before.
Let's look at every time AJ's got caught in court and hurt. He's been rushing in.
Right.
Good momentum to the punches that have caught him. And it's hurt him, whether it was against Dillian White, whether it was against Povetkin, Klitschko, and Andy Ruiz. Every single time he made the same mistake. So now he's learned from his mistake, and people still want to criticize.
Right. Exactly. Mike from Boston, what's good, brother? What's good with you? Yeah.
But back to the point with Usyk and power, I think he'd be better concentrating on his technique to generate power and maintain his hand speed rather than just putting on 15 pounds. Because
I thought that was his advantage, bro. I really thought that was his advantage.
Yeah, the foot movement.
Gas tank and speed are his advantages. So I don't see how 15 pounds benefits that in any way, even if he does have a tiny bit more power. Like, power is speed times mass. It's not just mass.
Right. All right.
Yeah, but he already has the speed.
Funky, real quick, my man.
Sorry.
Ronald G Funky in the building. Hispanic causing panic. Y'all make sure y'all get over there. Check out my man G Funky Boxing. What's good with you, brother? Go ahead.
I think AJ beats him, so I'm not on this Usyk, train, right? I'm not, I think AJ. I think there's a few selective boxers beat Usyk in the heavyweight division, right? So I'm not on this Usyk train. I'm just saying, right? What they're thinking is just not punch resistance. I said it before. The best way, we talked about hesitation on Usyk's side. That's how he always boxed, right? AJ improved. AJ came into the boxing game lit, and there was a few things when he first came in, right? He was roller coasting guys. He was, just knocking them out again and again and again, right? And he gets up, right? And he's meant to fight Baby Miller. That fight gets canceled. There's 2 or 3 more names in the mix. What he has 3-4 weeks to prepare for Andy Ruiz, right? Mm-hmm. Andy Ruiz is a good inside counterpuncher with fast hands, right? And he was coming forward because he knocked down.
He knocked him down, yeah.
He knocked him down.
For the kill. I mean, AJ's always been a ferocious finisher, but I think that where people are saying reluctant or hesitant that he's being smarter with his finishes, I don't think that's being hesitant. I think that's being smarter. Like,
and exactly, right. When people say Usyk is hesitant or he boxes, that's how he's always done, right? The comparison with AJ is he used to be this, now he's this. He's less of. I think he's better now than what he was because he's thinking about what he's doing in that ring. A lot more, right? Because when he knocked down, this is my point. When he knocked down Andy Ruiz the first time, or when he knocked down Andy Ruiz, right? Andy Ruiz got up. He didn't look hurt. AJ didn't see this. AJ was thinking, I'm going in for the kill and I'm going to stop him. And because he did that, because he didn't think his way through a fight, he got caught. He got knocked down. That's my point there, right? So and
Eric, what's up, Eric?
And after that, there he's made the adjustments. He's thinking about things now. You can see him actually thinking about what he's doing in that ring. It's just not just land shots and knock a guy down.
I've got 2 points. If you're hesitant, you don't throw consecutive uppercuts in the pocket, which he did against Pulev. And he also learned that this wasn't the way to finish him. And that straight right that actually finished Pulev off, he couldn't have executed it any better. It's perfect.
Oh, great!
John, he kept hitting Andy Ruiz with that in that second fight, and I was like, bro, that's a new weapon. That's a new weapon for him, and it also shows you that Andy Ruiz has a great, has a good beard on him. Because he damaged Pulev with that. But Ruiz took plenty of those shots in that second fight. He's got a good beard on him.
Yeah.
That temple shot from Areola, I don't want people to get fooled. Areola came over the top. He dropped Ruiz, but he hit him right over the top bow in that temple shot, bro. That shit hurt.
There you go, that temple shot again.
That's terrible, bro.
He's going to discombobulate someone.
Right. But a temple shot.
Hold on. John was getting ready to jump.
Sorry, I'm just going to say this quick and then I'm heading off. A temple shot at middleweight, not as bad. Temple shot at welterweight, not as bad. Light welterweight, not as bad. Temple shot at heavyweight. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care who you are, right? Anyone can get rocked from that. I've been rocked a few times with temple shots, so,
It's the whole heavyweight box exciting.
What?
What was that?
It's the blue ribboned weight class, and it's exciting. Is because nobody's invincible.
That's why we all love the heavyweight division. No one's invincible. All it takes is one shot to, But I'm going to head off. Thanks for having me on.
All right, thanks, Brian.
You have a good afternoon.
Have a good one, guys. Peace.
Right.
You in the chat as well, everyone. Peace.
Eric says AJ will stop. Usyk. I think he does too, Eric. I think he does too. My bro Flame on 24. You dropping that nice music. Y'all make sure y'all check Flame on out. Flame on 24 out. He's got his own channel. That fire ass music for sure. What's up, Flame? What's up with you, bro? He ran from Ruiz to second. Iceman, cut it out, bro.
The thing is, anybody that says that, I want him to go back and watch that first round where Joshua cut Andy Ruiz's eye with the straight right we were just talking about. Andy Ruiz looked a bit hesitant after he caught that shot.
He did.
And it wasn't a job to engage in the pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Andy Ruiz's job. Joshua's job was to box on the outside because he had to get his belts back. No one gives him any credit for that. Everybody said he was going to lose. And then when he doesn't lose, everybody slates him.
Why? Sorry, John. Somebody bothered me that I don't really need to bother me, especially early in the morning. Left swipe. Iceman said, well, let him be smart and wait and throw punches against Usyk, Fury, or Wilder and see what happens. Yeah, styles make fights, though, Iceman. He's not going to fight. They're not even going to employ the same game plan with those other fighters that they would employ with Ruiz. First, you have height and dimensions to consider. And all of those other guys are, well, even Usyk is taller than Ruiz. I mean, he's 6'3".
He's actually decent reach as well. He's got a 78-inch reach. So he's actually roughly the same dimensions as Dillian White, but he's just significantly lighter.
Yeah.
But I want to know when Usyk has had a reach disadvantage, because the only fight I can think of, and I can't confirm it, is Chaz Witherspoon. He had a reach advantage in all of his cruiserweight fights, and obviously had a reach advantage over Derek by quite a lot. So Usyk's want to change up and get inside Joshua. And how's he going to do that? Because he's got to do it with a reach disadvantage.
That's the difficulty, I believe, that he has also with Wilder and Fury and these guys. He's got less dimensions. Fury is like, Fury and Usyk, that's really like, I'm like, bro, 6'9", 85 is Fury?
85, yeah.
Yeah, come on, bro. Come on. Like, I can't see it.
He will not beat Tyson Fury.
Hell no, bro. I cannot see him beating him. But this thing with Joshua, I think that the 15 pounds, I'm not comfortable with that 15 pounds. One thing about it, though, he's got Anatoly back coaching him, right? And so this guy has done a great job with him.
Well, they can come in with a great game plan, but they've got to get in and get out without getting rocked to score points. Whereas Joshua, if he consistently disrupts him on the way in with throwing the jab to the body, what's he going to do? That's what I want to know. Because if Joshua headhunts and tries to hit his head, he's going to make a massive mistake. All he's got to do is jab that chest for the first couple of rounds. And then what's Usyk actually going to do? And he's a few rounds down. And I don't believe he's got the power to knock Joshua out. So Joshua's shown the capacity to stick to a game plan on more than one occasion. And he has got a jab to the body. We've seen him use it.
Here's something that won't shock me, but I think will shock a lot of people. I mean, of course, I don't think there'll be fair judging. I think Joshua will have the favor. But upon fair judging, Usyk went in by decision because I do believe that he could outbox Joshua. I just don't think he can stay away from getting hurt. That's my thing. I don't think he can stay away from getting hurt.
The thing is, if he hits him to the chest on the way in, Joshua isn't really outboxing him. He's just using his length and hitting the big target. Even if he just hits his arms, if he just stops him from coming in, what can he actually do? That's what I want to know. Yeah,
that's just not much. D Hodges in the building. What up, DJ panel chat? LDB salute to you. D Hodges in the LDBC. I don't look, John. I don't know, and this is what I'm saying. And then taking that 15 pounds and cutting back some of your speed, it don't help. Like I'm not getting it. I'm not getting what the plan is. Like how are they coming with this? Because you can't be bulking up for power. You wasn't a concussive puncher at cruiserweight, so you cannot be bulking up for power or strength because that's not gonna help. What are they bulking up for? Why the extra 15?
If you want extra power, why not work on your punch technique? Manny Stewart proved with Tommy Hearns that you can generate power through technique over body weight.
Right. Create angles, that type of thing. I don't know, but why bulk up? I can't understand why they're bulking up here. I really can't. It didn't work out for Wilder with Fury.
No, it went against him. I'm against it generally for boxers because I don't see how it ever benefits you.
What the heck? What the heck is with you and Iceman heart recoil, man? What is with this running? This is not track and field, bro. They didn't run from anything. Usyk didn't run from Chisora, and AJ didn't run from Ruiz.
What kind of fool would fight Derek Chisora in the pocket? What?
I don't know. Who stays in the pocket with the bigger man? Like, who does that, bro?
Hard recall. Has he ever watched the Jack Johnson fight?
Him and Iceman, I think they just trolled him, bro. I think they trolled him.
I'm not getting upset about it anyway.
So. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't think they ran, guys. I think that that's boxing. Like they got away, they got their shots off. Stick and move is the name of the game. So is everybody in the amateurs running?
On top of that, part of the reason that I think Andy Ruiz would lose to Wilder, or at least I'm not convinced he beats him, is a lack of foot speed. Like, feet are one of the most important things. Like Mike Tyson, I don't think his power was astronomical. His foot speed was amazing. He'd get on people and hit them with shots they didn't see. And that's why he went down.
Bro, I said a long time ago, Wilder would knock little fat boy out. And Robles just said it here earlier. And Abel Ramos said it as well. They said Wilder would knock Ruiz out.
I'm not sure because I'm not sold on Wilder's power as you are, but I'm certainly not picking Andy Ruiz to win.
You say you're not sold on Wilder's power?
We've had this conversation before. Like,
yeah. I don't understand how you guys. Julius is the same.
I
don't understand the skepticism.
I'll give you the reason,
John. Because listen. Here, just let me give you this. Just look. Are you confident? What's wrong with that?
Just looking down here.
A blunt.
Okay.
Are you comfortable with Anthony Joshua's power?
Both got power. It's
real easy. Are you comfortable with it? You think Joshua has power?
He's knocked out plenty of top 10 heavyweights. He knocked out Povetkin. He's the only person to do it.
Okay. So the answer is yes. You're comfortable with his power. Right? Let's slight the level of competition because I get that. That's the same argument Jay has, Julius, and so forth. And the people that's looking at this logically with Wilder's power, it's the level of competition. When you move up in level, you don't get those knockouts like that. I get it. I get that part. Let's take a guy that we know has a chin. Okay? Forget about his level of skill. Let's take a guy like Dominic Brazil we know has a chin.
But I disagree.
Hold on, John. Hold on.
I'm not agreeing with you on that.
Anthony Joshua pummeled this dude. Hit him with clean shots for 7 full rounds before he put him out of there. Wilder, one punch, paya. So we could keep going on this anecdotal level of competition thing. But one thing's for sure, when that hand lands, it's trouble, bro. I cannot doubt that power anymore.
Okay. Well, look, for me, it's two things that you've made points there that I'm not sure about.
The skill is getting mixed up in there. That's what it is. It's because he's not skilled.
No. Because I think he's skilled at landing the right hand. So I actually think he's got more skill than people before. My issue is, Romain Stavern, that right-handed hand landed on more than one occasion, and Stavern saw the 12th round. That's the first thing. Second thing is, he talked about Dominic Brazil. I'm not... Okay, AJ struggled to put him away. Maybe AJ's power's overblown. But Izu Ugunu put the man down, and he's not a big puncher. So why are we putting so much on Brazil's chin? So until Wilder consistently knocks out top 10 heavyweights, there's a question mark. Can he knock someone out? Has he got good power? Yes. Is it the level that we all talk about? I don't know. That's my stance.
Well, something else that confuses me with you guys is that, okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in like 1 minute. I'm at work.
all right. Like, we have the greats, bro, the boxing greats. Now, I know as fans, we know what we know. Well, you have boxing greats that attest to this guy's power. They can look at the way he hits, and they know he has power.
I'm not
You
saying
don't get any credit. No, what I'm saying, due to this extreme power that you guys are not confident of, and it's many boxing greats. It's not just one of them.
but
Many boxing heavyweight greats. Lennox said it. Holyfield said it. George Foreman said it. Don't you think George Foreman knows what power looks like? Don't you think he knows?
Foreman, right? He oversells every fighter. If you
Okay,
go
but
back-
see, now you're picking George Foreman. I gave you 3 names: Lennox Lewis, Holyfield, like multiple fighters, bro.
This is what I'm gonna say. 2 things. Lennox Lewis is a company man, 100%.
Okay,
He
leave
is.
Lennox out of it, bro. Come on, you're gonna break down. Now you're gonna say that everybody.
No. George Foreman, I think he genuinely gets excited and just does a lot of hyperbole. Because if you go back and watch Lennox Tyson commentary, he was crowning Lennox as the greatest heavyweight of all time in that fight. So you have to take what he says with a pinch of salt. He has power. It's just whether it's... Does he hit harder than Klitschko? That's what I don't know. Stuff like that. Does he hit harder than AJ? I don't know. He might do.
Do you hear those greats, guys that's in the Hall of Fame, guys who have been in that ring? Do you hear them talking about AJ and Klitschko with all-time great power? Or do you hear them talking about Wilder with all-time great power? I'm just asking you a simple question here, John. Hold on, John, hold on, slow down. I'm just asking you a simple question here.
No, it don't.
Who do you hear them talking about?
Wilder.
And the only thing I'm saying is we can value our own opinion.
I'm really going to have to go. I'm at work.
Okay. All right.
Look, but I'm all right with disagreeing with you on this.
Yeah.
Because we are agreed that we're not sure that he beats Andrew Wiz beats him. So I'm happy.
No. I don't think so.
You have a good morning, D. I'll catch up with you soon.
All right, John. Thanks for coming through, fam. So yeah, but guys, that's what I say. Like, the guy has power, but power just ain't enough. Power alone. Fury gonna beat him up again if they even fight. So Usyk in the 15 pounds, man, I'm not sure that that's gonna work out for him. But we shall see. Bums like, yeah, forget about that with Wilder. I'm not talking about that no more. AJ doesn't compare to Big George. Oh no, all time, no. George Foreman power was crazy, bro. That dude had crazy power. He said Wilder punched the machine. Yeah. Forget about Wilder. So let's go to Rolly Romero, guys. He was the second part of this live. Look, Rolly wants some of Ryan. Rolly wants some of Tank. Rolly wants some of Devin Haney. He and Teofimo are boys, so he hasn't said anything about Teofimo Lopez, but he definitely wants some of these guys. Why is it, guys? Why is it that none of these guys, Ryan, you don't have anything to do? Floyd Mayweather, you really want Tank Davis, right? You know, here's what's funny with Ryan Garcia, cap master. Ryan all about that cap. Here's what's funny about Ryan. Floyd Mayweather told him what he needs to do to get Tank. Now, all Ryan keeps hollering about is Tank Davis. Capping, of course, because he ain't getting Tank unless Floyd says he's getting Tank. So he capping. But Floyd told him what he needed to do. Fight Rolly Romero. Now, you have Rolly Romero calling you out. No, if you're the big bad Ryan Garcia, just go beat Rolly up. Rolly is not a great boxer. We know this. He's no Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell can box. Luke Campbell, has knowledge of the sweet science. Luke can box. Rolly, not so much. Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia. Go fight. Rolly Romero, not happening. Devin Haney, what you got? What you got in the window here? JoJo Diaz now, maybe, because of that win he just picked up over Javier Fortuna. Maybe a JoJo Diaz fight, but Devin Haney, you go beat up Rolly Romero. Why is it that none of these guys, Rolly has a little regular belt, so he's in contention. He's there. Why these guys don't want to fight Rolly Romero? Is he dangerous? Is it because he's so unorthodox and wild style that he's dangerous? What is it about Rolly? I will say this. Rolly is super entertaining, man. He can't box, no, but bro, every time I watch Rolly fight, I have a good time. Whether it be from laughter or whatever. That guy's an entertaining fighter, Rolly Romero. But why won't look? We know why Tank won't fight him. Easy answer for that. That's just Floyd Mayweather. So Floyd and Ellaby got plans for Tank, and Rolly clearly don't fit. He don't fit in the plan. So we already know why he's not going to fight Tank. But Ryan Garcia, that's perfect. That's a perfect match for him. Ryan don't really have anything ahead of him. He keep talking about, I'm coming back. Okay, against who? Rolly will be good. What y'all think about that? Rolly gonna get work. Look, he might, but everybody keeps saying that. It was people picking Yidget to beat Rolly Romero. I was like, man, y'all cut that out. Rolly Romero gonna knock Yidget out. And they was like, nah, Yidget never been stopped. Yidget was boxing against this guy and that guy. Yidget coming down from 140. I was like, man, stop it. So it's a lot of people that keep believing Rolly just gonna lose. Rolly is a conundrum, bro. He's one of these guys where I keep telling people this kid is tough. Yidget hit Rolly. Rolly came into a punch. He walked into. You remember how Manny Pacquiao walked into that Marquez punch? Do you guys remember that? It's right here. Yidget hit Rolly with a punch like that. He walked into Yidget's punch. Do you know what Rolly did? He ate it and then pow, fired off. It didn't even affect this kid. So I'm going to tell y'all something. Now, Yidget is not known for punching because he wasn't known for punching. I think he had like 7, 8 knockouts total, something like that. So he's not a huge puncher. However, this was a punch you don't see coming. You're bringing your momentum into it and all of that. And Rolly just eats it and fires off a hook on Yidget. The problem with Rolly is, remember that dumb kid in elementary school? The kid was just stupid, but he was strong as hell. You could hit him with tires and everything, and he'd just keep coming. That's Rolly Romero. I think he's that dumb kid with that super dumb strength. You just hit him with whatever, but he just keeps coming. No, he's not the greatest boxer at all, but Rolly is tough as hell, bro. And I've seen it in other fights where he just takes these punches and then just... He's a brawler. He's like a real brawler, a barroom brawler is Rolly. But he's definitely funny, man. And I think a lot of these guys, it's a danger factor with Rolly. Especially a guy like Haney. Because what could Haney throw? He couldn't keep Rolly off him. Rolly would have Haney on the move, literally, all night long. And Haney would have to be on the move because he couldn't. Nothing he throws is going to bother Rolly Romero. It'll take a guy like Sabriel Matias to stop Rolly Romero. So a guy like that, a pure monster. Who is this? Oh. Yeah, I didn't know who that was. Yeah, that's what it'll take. Somebody like Samuel Martinez to start rolling. I want to see one of these guys need to step in there. I think Ryan Garcia should take the call and fight Rolly Romero. I'll watch it. I will watch it. I'm telling you, Ryan versus Rolly. I'm not even joking, y'all. Eric said, I think Rolly will fight Ryan next. I have a feeling this is the reason Ryan pulled. Hey, look, that would be good. No, I don't know if that's why he pulled out of Fortuna. I don't know, but he blew his chance because Jojo Diaz just beat up Fortuna, which I don't know how, but he just won against Fortuna. Ryan probably knocking himself in the head over that one. He could have beat Fortuna. He pulled out for all the reasons. I don't think it had nothing to do with Rolly. But it's perfect. Floyd said, fight Rolly Romero. If you get past Rolly, then you get Tank. So now this will be right in line. You keep clamoring on about Tank Davis. Go fight Rolly Romero. That'll give you somebody else to duck. You fought Luke Campbell so you could fight Devin Haney and you duck Haney. So go fight Rolly Romero and then turn around and duck Tank. Oh, man. You know what I mean? Ryan is full of cap. Until I see Ryan do something, he's the cap master. Out of all of these young kids, he's the cap master. Ryan is full of cap. Brian said, what's up, Mark? What are you talking? Gooner season.
What's poppin', man? What's happening? What's happening?
Why would Haney hold on for a second? Why the hell would Devin Haney avoid Jojo Diaz Gooner season? Please explain that to me. Devin's not going to avoid. Who would he fight?
Here's my question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why is it that when JoJo beat Fortuna and became mandatory, he called out Ryan Garcia instead of the world champion?
Because I keep saying this. Devin Haney, this is what I keep saying. This is a part for me, Mark. This is Rebel Life Boxing in the building. What's up? Y'all check out my man Rebel Life. This is how it is for me, Mark. Devin Haney and Bill Haney, cap. There ain't nobody making money in their fights but them. The Haneys make money because of their promotional. He's not a draw, and these guys don't want to fight him because he's not drawing. He can't draw a stick figure. So they want to fight the money. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. I believe that's all it is. They look at Ryan, they look at Tank. Those are the paydays. They look at Devin Haney like, ain't nobody going to make money on that fight but Devin Haney. Devin Haney purse is abysmal. It's his promotional side is why he make money. So he's not the draw. And even though he has the trinket, the WBC title, don't nobody care about that. He don't. To them, they don't. He don't have the name. He don't have the stock. So they don't. I think that's what it is.
I feel you. It's just when it's like when somebody says, "Oh, Devin Haney's going to avoid JoJo," that's what I'm making reference to. JoJo called out Ryan instead of the world champion, who he's now the mandatory to. So that says something to me.
Right. That's why I told Gula season, no, he's not. He's not going to avoid anything. Gula, did you just hear that? If JoJo is calling out someone else, then how is it Haney avoiding JoJo? Look, okay, Gula season, the same way you're an idiot because he couldn't have avoided Fortuna when Fortuna was trying to fight Ryan. It's like you forget these points. Fortuna decided to fight Ryan Garcia, not Devin Haney. JoJo was talking about fighting Ryan Garcia, not Devin Haney. Well, you said that Devin avoided those two guys. You're a little mixed up, buddy. Oh boy.
Yo, D, what's the full topic? What's the full topic so I can wrap on it?
Yeah, now I was talking about the 15 pounds Oleksandr Usyk. You know, I was being funny. Anthony Joshua will lose to Usyk because he's getting bigger, but I don't know if the 15 pounds is going to help Usyk. It's going to be a positive effect for him. And then Rolly Romero calling out Ryan, calling out Tank, calling out Haney, but none of them want to answer the call. This is what I saw.
Look, man. Rolly, he's not what you want, but he's what you need in boxing, to be honest. You need a dude who's stupid, fearless, calls out everybody. And you know what? If he was given the opportunity, I don't know why. I just think if he got the opportunity against any of them, he'd sign his name down before they would, instantly. He would. Even if he thinks he'd lose, he'd just do it because he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Kid's mad.
Rolly don't care about no O and all of this. Rolly want to fight these dudes, bro. He want to.
If Ryan Garcia was to fight against a 140-pounder and drag him down to 135, and that 140-pounder came in at 140, I don't think Ryan would have entered the ring that night. I think Ryan would have said no. Same with Tank. If he made weight and his opponent didn't, he'd be like, no. I mean, Emmanuel Rodriguez is a good fighter, right? Lewis Neary missed weight by 2 pounds.
Right.
And he didn't fight him.
I think that's something else that people are forgetting too. That Yuji came in 5 pounds over, and Rolly was like, F it, let's go. 5 pounds over, like, forget it, let's go. I don't care, let's go.
Rolly was a lightweight, and like Rolly, you can tell he walk around heavy. He had to make that weight. That's not easy for Rolly to make that weight. He had to make that to retain his interim title, and he did that. And then he beats up Yuga, a former 140-pound champion. Get the kid his roses, man. He beat him up.
Beat him up, man. He beat that dude up, bro. It's funny. It was such a hilarious fight. I think.
He's awful. He's awful.
Yeah, he's terrible.
He's so awful. He's effective.
His stance is crazy wide, you know. But hey, look, Rolly's entertaining. He's entertaining, guys. When I say he's entertaining, doesn't mean he's good. I'm not saying he's the best fighter out there, but are you not entertained? You have to be entertained watching Rolly fight, bro.
Do you know what Rolly?
Eric said, if that's the case, D, I won't hear that Devin ain't fighting nobody when a fighter ain't wanting to fight him. Not aimed at you, D. Yeah, but Devin is a different scenario than Rolly. I hold Devin under more scrutiny, Eric, than I do Rolly. I don't know who holds Rolly under any scrutiny, fam. He's sitting there. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
To be fair, in terms of the value of resume before the Linares fight, people were giving Devin a bit of crap. But since that, people know that he has something on his resume now to solidify him as where he is, like in that vicinity of that top 5 region. Jorge Linares. Like, you don't just get a win at lightweight over Jorge Linares. 2 people have a win over him at lightweight. Devin and Loma.
Yeah. Black and Brown boxing in the building. What's good, Black and Brown, everybody? Check out my bro. Hey, Black and Brown. I think both of them beats JoJo.
Who?
Ryan and Devin.
I think Devin beats him easier because of the style.
For sure. I'm with that too. What's up, Black and Brown? What's up?
My thing is, JoJo got a chin. So with Ryan, if they start exchanging, what's Ryan's chin look? I don't know. That's not the easiest fight for Ryan, man. JoJo ain't easy for Ryan. That tough stylistically, because if Ryan can't stop that, Phil, he got taken out. I'm not joking about that.
Ryan JoJo out, man.
I don't know. Who have you ever seen drop JoJo even?
No, I seen JoJo hurt though. And then he's not really what big puncher has JoJo faced? That's the thing. I've seen him hurt, and he's not even faced any big puncher. I'm confident Ryan Garcia knocks him out. Man.
Fortuna's a puncher.
Fortuna ain't no big puncher.
Yeah, he is, man.
He ain't no big puncher. I said, what big puncher he faced? He got a little power, but he ain't no big puncher.
I'll say this: Fortuna's a bigger puncher than anybody Ryan fought.
Yeah, but he ain't a bigger.
You can't give me no Luke Campbell to Fortuna.
He ain't a bigger puncher than Ryan. Forget that. Ryan hits hard. You're right about he might be a bigger puncher than anybody. Ryan fought no freaking body. Luke Campbell.
Well,
I think Ryan knocks JoJo out, bro. I'm sorry. JoJo got past. You know, JoJo getting past Fortuna to me is like Tank getting past Barrios. That was good. He got past him, but he ain't making no noise right there. That's just how I see that. Just like the same way Tank got past Barrios. Good win. Very valuable. He ain't making no noise past there. He ain't making no noise past Fortuna, man.
My thing, I think JoJo's Tank's was more dominant than JoJo's, right? It was more dominant, so I'll give you that. But Fortuna, to me, was a higher ranked lightweight than Barrios was a 140 pounder, and that
may be true. Now I agree with that, but like I said, he ain't making
dominance.
There.
The dominance is important, though.
But he not making it past. There was my statement. That all might be true. I said Tank ain't making it past Barrios. JoJo ain't making it past Fortuna.
Although I think Barrios would knock out Fortuna, to be honest. Barrios probably.
That's different weight class, though.
I know.
Yeah.
But we are talking about guys leaping up and down in weight. That's
JoJo ain't beating Devin. He not beating Tio. Not beating Loma. He not beating Tank. He not beating Ryan. That's just my opinion. JoJo not beating none of those guys. Javier Fortuna, as far as he go, it was a good win against Javier Fortuna, but that's as far as he goes, bro. The rest of those guys beat him up, man. JoJo get past any of those guys, then I just have to say he proved me wrong. But I think Tio, Devin, Tank, Loma, Ryan, I think all of them beat JoJo up, bro.
Bro, I found the perfect comparison, by the way, for Romero's stance. So do you remember Tony Bellew when he fought David Haye? And David Haye snapped his Achilles, and he was swinging haymakers, and his left leg was nearly all the way out of the ring. That's Rolly's stance. Rolly's stance is David Haye throwing a haymaker with a snapped Achilles. It's true, dude. You can look at it.
That was, man, his stance is so crazy. It's like his front foot look like Ronald McDonald. He got that thing planted out there, plap.
When he shoots the jab and that foot comes forward and the right foot is just left behind. Like,
oh my gosh.
His right
was freaking hilarious, bro. Damn boy. What's up, damn boy?
But Rolly's right foot is LeBron James's hairline. It's always getting left back, bro.
Yeah, Blue. Yeah, Dell. Me too. Yep. He a good fighter. I'm not taking anything from him, but nah, bro. All those guys up there, pop him up, bro. Pop him up. Especially Teofimo and Lomachenko. And Devin. Devin, I think stylistically, Devin is that's no good for JoJo.
Devin would style and profile all over JoJo.
Yeah. Devin, Tio, and Loma. Forget about it. Tank, I just believe Tank knocks him out. So right off the bat, only question, and that's because I have Ryan at the bottom of those guys anyway. But he would be the only question. But I give Ryan the go-ahead on that fight. I think he stops him. But out of those top 5 guys, only one he has a chance with is Ryan Garcia. But I still think Ryan beats him. I'm comfortable with that decision.
Do you know what's crazy to me, bro? If there was like an 8-man tournament in that division, that thing would be one of the most popular things in boxing. But it could also be relatively one-sided. It could be, because depending on how the draw works out, Lomachenko could just rip through a lot of those dudes real quick, the way he fought Nakatani.
It'd be Lomachenko and Teofimo at the end, man.
It just depends on how the draw goes.
That's how that tournament will go down. The only way I could see Teo getting put out is possibly getting stopped in a fight versus Tank, or somehow getting outboxed in a fight versus Devin. Highly unlikely, so I'm looking at it's Loma and T at the end, because most likely he doesn't fight both of them, Tank and Devin. Loma would fight one of them, right? So I would just see a tournament at that weight class. Loma and T will end up at the end fighting each other again anyway.
To me, Loma's the worst style matchup for Devin possible, because Devin don't have the power to gain the man's respect, and that's the thing.
Bro,
Like,
you know what, Mark? I think Lomachenko is the worst style matchup for all of them besides Teofimo. And I'm not even saying that just because Teo had a fight with him. Like, just look at what he does and look at him versus Ryan. Ryan's footwork's terrible. Loma smashes him. So stylistically, forget about it. Devin Haney, he's superior in every way, and Devin can't hurt him. Stylistically, bad matchup. Like, Loma is that for everybody but Teo. That's why I always had him number 2, because I look at Loma and what he does in the ring, and I really don't see none of those other guys beating him. But Teo, I don't see none of them beating him.
Hey, yo, what do you think of Teofimo ducking Australia, bro?
Man, I don't care about none of that.
I do, because it wasn't too long ago. He was like, no, we're going down to Australia. Then it's like, oh, it's going to happen in America. Oh, well, we have to put it in Australia. It's like, no, I ain't doing that. I'm taking my belt. Now, that I don't like. That I don't.
Diva Fimo Lopez. I mean, it's all starting, bro. He turned to what they said he wasn't going to turn to. And I'm, just got to call it how it is, bro. Him and his dad. Now y'all acting like divas, which you ain't going to do. Where's the thirst, the desire? Like when you wanted to fight Loma, y'all was willing to do anything. Now y'all pulling punches on it. Man, I'm not going for it.
I'm not trying to be bad or nothing. But why are you worried? Oh, they might rob me in Australia. So you don't think you can? You're saying that you won't knock out Kambosos? There's no faith in yourself there. You should knock out Kambosos. He ain't on your level.
First off, you talking about third round. The hell are you talking about the judges for? That shouldn't even be a factor. They can't rob anything. Third round. Hey, what you and Lopez say?
I would be shocked if Kambosos made an 8D. I would be actually heavily surprised if Kambosos went 8 with him. Kambosos was getting touched up and even rocked a little bit against a feather-fisted Lee Selby.
Lee Selby, yes. I've been saying this. Lee Selby hurt him twice in that fight. Lee Selby. I don't know. I've been saying this the whole time.
Lee Selby got outpunched by Josh Warrington.
Like, this is just stupid. This is so stupid. All of that machine gun punching, goddamn, he doing it, practice sitting there looking at the camera. He's not going to do that in the fight. He's going to get knocked out, man. And I don't, this is a diva move, bro. I'm not, look, telling you, man, Fury, they cut him loose. I'm getting ready to cut Teo loose. I'm getting ready to clean house, man.
I'm ready to cut a lot of fighters loose, bro.
I'm getting ready to cut a lot of them loose.
I'm ready to sign up, bro. I'm ready to sign up for the KO, man. Rolly Romero. Let's go.
I love boxing first, bro. I'm not supporting these guys in this nonsense. And right now, Tyson Fury and Teofimo Lopez, I'm not really. Canelo, Spence, and Jamel. They still. Jamel just fought for 4-belt undisputed. It was a draw. Neither guy won. That ticked me off. I would have liked to see a winner crown, but whatever. So Jamel, but Tyson Fury and all of this nonsense he's talking here lately. Teofimo and Senior, I don't understand what's going on. Just fight, bro. Just fight. I don't care. Fight in Australia. Fight them in Timbuktu. Tibet. Just fight them.
Any fighter out there. I'm going to say this. 2 fighters who put on a fight that I'm intrigued in, I'll support you. That I'm intrigued in, I'll support you. I'll support you full tilt. Yeah. And I'll be thankful. I'm a fan of both Castano and Jamel. Even though I had Castano and I don't care. Right? I don't care. That doesn't matter. I'm a fan of both of them because they put that fight on. I hope we get the rematch. I really do. If Anthony deserves a rematch, that's a fight that deserves a rematch because it was good. I'll watch number 2. Won't you watch number 2?
Hell yeah. Quick.
Absolutely.
Quick.
Like, absolutely. Like when Chocolatito and Estrada fought each other, I'll watch them fight again. They put on that fight for me. The ball lost to Joe Joyce, but that young prospect got in there with a well more experienced fighter than him, and I've got a lot of respect for him, even though he lost. He gave a good performance. He gave up due to a triple eye fracture. No shame in a triple eye fracture from a 260-pound juggernaut smacking you in the head all night.
Yeah. He redeemed himself. But James, what's good with you? Rebel Life, how do y'all think Rolly does against the top guys? Again, bro, we will have to see. Rolly's an enigma, and I think that he's a lot tougher and more durable than people believe he is. And he could take a lot of punches. I'm not sure how he does. I would like to see him fight Haney. I think he'll have Haney on the move.
I'll say this. D, I'm just going to say this, right? Jackson Martinez versus Rolly.
Yeah.
Devin versus Rolly. Devin's better than Jackson. Like, let's be
real. But Devin don't hit like Jackson. He is much better boxing.
Martinez ain't no puncher.
Martinez will outbox him. Easy outbox him all night. No doubt. Because Devin's phenomenal. But it would be very entertaining. That's what I'm saying. Rolly would make it entertaining. He jump on Devin. He might remember Mark. He'll hit the
or the horse stomp. The horse stomp thing.
Well, that move was so funny. You get Rolly.
My favorite move in the entire fight was when Yige shot in and rolled around Rolly. And Yige went to turn Rolly. Yeah, no, not the whole way. He rolled around to his back and he went to turn Rolly to the left. But Rolly said no and swung around to his right and just smacked him with the shoulder into the jaw.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about when Yige
the 360.
Yeah, all around Rolly. Rolly just said, and Yige came in front of Rolly, said, "Wow!" Caught him. I was like, "What the hell?" He pivoted all the way around Rolly just to come back in front of him and catch him. I said, "What the hell?" Man, that was amazing. But that was an entertaining fight, guys. All right, guys, I gotta shut it down. Mark, appreciate you, man. Appreciate all you guys coming through, man. Y'all know how I always end this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.